Imagine working non-stop, 7 months pregnant, with no support and no way out. That's Lila's reality. But one fateful night, a towering figure walks into this gas station, none other than ShaquilleONeal. What happens next will leave you speechless. How did her life take such a dramatic turn? And what secret from her past makes her story even more remarkable? Hey everyone! If you are new here, welcome to Storytime with Rose. This is where we share motivational and inspiring stories that remind us of the power of kindness and resilience. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, and share to spread the love and help our channel grow. Now, grab a seat because this story is one you don't want to miss. Late one humid summer evening in Atlanta, a soft glow emanated from a small gas station by the highway. Behind the counter stood Lyla, a young black woman, visibly pregnant and weary. Her uniform clung to her as sweat formed beads on her brow. Yet, despite her exhaustion, her kind smile never faltered as she greeted the trickle of late-night customers. Lila's life was far from easy. At only 26, she had lived through trials that would break most. Her father passed away when she was 12, leaving her mother to raise 4 kids alone. By the time Lyla turned 18, she had already become the family's anchor, taking on multiple jobs to keep her siblings in school. Now married and expecting her first child, her husband had recently been laid off, forcing Lyla to pick up extra shifts at the gas station. Her manager, Rick, was unyielding. When she'd asked for a single day off to attend her prenatal appointments, he barked, "You want a paycheck or pity? Pick one." Too scared to lose her only income source, Lyla kept quiet and endured the grueling hours on her swollen feet. It was a quiet Tuesday night when a black SUV pulled into the station. Out stepped ShaquilleONeal. At 7'1", he towered over everything around him. Shaq was known for his generosity and larger-than-life personality, but tonight he was just another customer grabbing a late-night snack. Or so he thought. As he approached the counter, Shaq noticed Lyla limping slightly, her face pale. Yet she greeted him warmly, her voice steady. "You okay?" Shaq asked, his deep voice laced with concern. "Yes, sir. Just a little tired," Lyla replied, brushing off her discomfort. Shaq studied her for a moment, his instincts kicking in. "How far along are you?" he asked gently. 7 months, she said, her hands instinctively resting on her belly. "Shouldn't you be at home resting?" Lyla hesitated, her eyes darting toward the security camera. I need the work," she whispered, her voice breaking slightly. The line of questioning awakened something in Lyla. Emboldened by Shaq's kindness, she found herself sharing her story, a story of relentless determination, sacrifice, and a dream of a better life for her unborn child. "My husband and I are saving every penny to move to a safer neighborhood before the baby comes," she explained. "I know it's not ideal, but I don't have a choice. My manager—" She paused, swallowing her frustration. Shaq's jaw tightened as he listened. This wasn't the first time he'd encountered someone in an unjust situation, but hearing it from an expectant mother struck a nerve. "Who's your manager?" Shaq asked, his tone firm. Lyla quickly shook her head. "Please don't say anything. I can't afford to lose this job." Shaq didn't respond immediately. Instead, he pulled out his phone, pretending to check a message. But in truth, he was already planning his next steps. The next day, Shaq returned, this time with a plan. He brought along a representative from his charity organization and a labor rights advocate. As luck would have it, Rick was at the station. "Excuse me," Shaq said, towering over the desk where Rick was counting cash. "We need to talk." Rick looked up, startled. Can I help you?" "You can start by explaining why you think it's okay to overwork a pregnant woman without giving her proper rest or support," Shaq said, his voice steady but powerful. "Caught off guard," Rick stammered. I don't know what you are talking about." "Oh, but you will," Shaq said, placing a folder on the counter. It contained legal documents outlining employee rights and an offer to audit the gas station's labor practices. Within minutes, Rick was sweating bullets, faced with potential legal action and public backlash. He had no choice but to agree to Shaq's terms. Lyla would get paid maternity leave, and working conditions would improve for all employees. But Shaq wasn't done. After Rick stormed off, Shaq turned to Lyla, who stood in stunned silence. "Lyla," he said, handing her an envelope. "This is for you and your family." Inside was a check that would cover her rent, medical bills, and enough to take a well-deserved break. Tears streamed down Lyla's face as she tried to find the words. I don't know how to thank you," she managed. "Don't thank me," Shaq said, smiling. "Just promise me one thing. Keep fighting. Your story isn't just inspiring. It's a reminder that strength comes in all shapes and sizes." Months later, Lyla gave birth to a healthy baby girl, whom she named Hope. With Shaq's help, Lyla and her husband moved into a safer neighborhood, and Lyla began pursuing her dream of becoming a nurse. Her story became a beacon of hope for others in her community, proving that kindness, resilience, and a little help from unexpected places could change lives. And Shaq? He stayed in touch, always checking in on Lyla and her family. For him, it was more than just a good deed. It was a reminder of the power of humanity. No matter how small or large, acts of kindness can create ripples that transform lives. Lyla's courage and Shaq's generosity remind us that we all have the power to be someone's hero. Lyla's story isn't just about struggle, it's about strength, resilience, and the incredible power of kindness. From the darkest nights working at that gas station to the light of a new beginning, she proved that no matter how hard life gets, hope and help can come from the most unexpected places. If this story touched your heart, let us know in the comments. What did you take away from Lyla's journey? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Storytime with Rose, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an inspiring story like this one. And most importantly, share this with someone who needs a little motivation today. Remember, every act of kindness, no matter how small, has the power to change a life. Until next time, take care and keep spreading positivity.